integral part of Africa. It's what shaped Africa today, and the whole world. When you go to Jamestown, when you go to Cape Coast, there's so much history around slavery. So I don't think we should forget it. I don't think we should look down on it either.
Okay.
Coming back to our roots, so we know who we are, we can speak our truth, and also just to help build Ghana as well. We've started a lot of businesses here, a lot very creative, very creative. We can use the smallest thing and turn it into the most beautiful thing you've seen.
How is your stay so far in Ghana?
Amazing. I come all the time.
You come all the time.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you miss about Ghana that you come all the time?
Africans leaving Africa and then those returning, and he's kind of merged it all together, and it tells a story of the slave trade and coming back, and the diaspora is coming back to Africa. It's very deep. Obviously, art is becoming really big. It's being noticed around the world. So I'm looking forward to seeing more. And my name is Vicky, and I'm the founder of Insione Insa. And Insione Insa is based on finding local artists in Ghana and showcasing their art to the world. So we did an art exhibition on the 4th of January, and it was based on Insione Insa. Speak your truth. So Insio, water and alcohol. During the baby's naming ceremony, they're given water and alcohol so they can know the difference and speak their truth. So all the art pieces were representing the artists as Africans, what their truth means to them as an African. And we had a really good turnout. So thank you to everyone that came, and people bought their pieces as well. So there's still some pieces to buy. So we're going to put those online for you to take a look at. And we're going to be having more shows soon.
What made you start Insione Insa?
So I was inspired by my cousin, who is an artist.
Are you an artist?
I'm not an artist, but I appreciate art.
Oh, okay.
And like myself, a lot of diasporans appreciate art as well. And we don't find spaces that reflect where we want to see art and discuss art as well. So I decided to create this for diasporans to have a nice environment to look at art, and also for local artists to be able to give them a platform so they can showcase their art.
Wow. So in next 5 years, I mean, you've started, you have vision and mission. Where do you see Insione Insa and yourself?
So I see Insione Insa like preparing artists, taking them globally. So not only preparing them in their art, but preparing them as artists and empowering them as well, and bringing their art to places like America, Europe, Australia, and across Africa as well. Because there's Africans in the Western world, diaspora in the Western world, and we want to take a piece of Africa back home with us when we go back to America, Europe, etc. So that's why I've created this as well. So we have authentic pieces that we can take back with us.
It's so amazing. Culture shows that comes into the arts, what you see in Ghana and what you see out there. What are some of the culture shock that you see in there?
The story behind it, they have really, really deep meanings, and it takes time to really process what they've drawn. There's so many different aspects to their art pieces, and they have some of them did sculptures as well. The sculptures were amazing. The handcraft of it was just spectacular.
Wow. So there's some of the culture shock that you've seen so far.
Yeah.
In terms of
detail
art
and the story behind it and the passion that they put into it.
Wow. That is. Do you think Africans we are creative?
Very creative. Very creative. We can use the smallest thing and turn it into the most beautiful thing you've seen.
How is your stay so far in Ghana?
Amazing. I come all the time.
You come all the time.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you miss about Ghana that you come all the time?
If you know me, you know that I love fufu. So I love to come to Ghana to eat fufu. I eat fufu every day.
Your best food, local food, is fufu.
Yes.
Wow. That's nice.
What is yours?
Me, it's fufu.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's fufu. If you know me, you know, right? I love fufu. I love fufu. You understand? Because fufu is making me look good, looking fresh and all that. And fufu is making you look good though.
Yeah, see?
What are some of the things that you look forward in Ghana?
I think that obviously art is becoming really big. It's being noticed around the world. So I'm looking forward to seeing more art being produced in Ghana. And also the real estate, seeing amazing projects being built across Ghana, especially like the Kwame Nkrumah museum. And I want there to be more development in terms of, there's so many youth in Ghana, and there's so much they can do, and they have so much talent, and it's just to give them that confidence to be able to start and make Ghana a better place.
Well, what was one art that really touches you? The story behind it.
There's an art piece by my cousin Blackish Aim, and he did an art piece based on Nsioni Nsa, and it's a piece that he's brought together of Africans leaving Africa and then those returning, and he's kind of merged it all together, and it tells a story of the slave trade and coming back, and the diaspora coming back to Africa. It's very deep as well.
A lot of people said we should forget about the slave trade and all that. What is your mindset on that? If we should forget about slave trade and all that?
I don't think we should forget it because it's a very integral part of Africa. It's what shaped Africa today, and the whole world. When you go to Jamestown, when you go to Cape Coast, there's so much history around slavery. So I don't think we should forget it. I don't think we should look down on it either. It's an integral part of who we are today. It's what shaped, diasporans moving around the world. So we shouldn't forget about slavery.
Diaspora coming back to the continent. What is your thought on that?
I love it. I'm a diaspora myself, coming back to our roots so we know who we are, we can speak our truth, and also just to help build Ghana as well. We've started a lot of businesses here. A lot of people have moved back into Ghana, and I've seen an improvement over the years in terms of how Ghana is developing.
Wow. So in Nsioni Nsa is something that you are investing your time, your energy, and your thinking, your dreams. If someone out there wants to help you in terms of what you are doing, is it allowed?
Yes, so I'm already talking to people in the diaspora who want to invest in these artists as well and bring their art over to America, Europe. So yeah, it's already starting because of the exhibition that we've done.
If you have a question that you wish I should have asked you, what would be that question that you wish I should have asked you and I have not asked you?
That's a good one. Where do I see myself in 10 years?
So I asked you in 5 years. So in 10 years, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I see Nsioni Nsa evolving into something so much more bigger, being, a very important part of artists' journey to becoming global and noticed around the world.
Do you think art is being appreciated in Africa, in Ghana?
I don't think it's being appreciated as much, although it does shape a lot of Ghana, and that's what we're trying to focus on, just that how important art is.
So if someone out there wants to invest into what you're doing, how do they reach you?
They can email nsioninsa@gmail.com or reach out to us on Nsioninsa, that's NSUONENSA, on Instagram or on TikTok.
Please go and show some love to her. She's doing so much well, and I love what she does. So, Charlie, big ups to what you do, and you are welcome, Charlie. And we say what? Peace out.
Peace out.